Greetings family, we're live in Revolutionary Camp here at the Cape Coast Holocaust Dungeons here in Ghana, West Africa. And this is my 6th time here at this Holocaust Dungeons. And together we were brought a total of about 140 to 150 people through these dungeon walls to get them reconnected to the ancestral link of what happened to our people there in the diaspora. How do we get there? What happened on this side of the Atlantic Ocean? So through the traumatic stories in the male and the female dungeons, we learn more about how our ancestors were enslaved on the continent, brought to these dungeons, and taken to the Western Hemisphere, the Caribbean islands, North America, South America, and other parts of Europe and other parts of the world. We see a lot of emotions in people. We see a lot of this energy and even more emotions, but all of this is a part of the journey. Our ancestors went through a lot more than any of us could imagine on the Death March. Went to a place called Asin Manso, where our ancestors took their last bath before they were brought to these dungeons and passed through the door of no return on ships after being housed in these dungeons for months. I mean, it's traumatic experience after traumatic experience. And we also find out that a very high percentage of our people lost their lives. And then a small percentage of our people that survived were enslaved on the plantations, mainly in the Americas and the Caribbean islands. And I talk about Americas and the Caribbean islands because that's where most of us in our groups were born. And even though we're raised different from South America, the Caribbean islands, to this North America, we still have one common thing, which is how we were taken from our ancestral land and brought to that side of the world, which we call the diaspora. So that's why, family, we encourage everyone to come and learn this experience, no matter how traumatic it is, because one thing about this experience that you experience in the dungeons, it's going to make you a stronger person. It's going to put a lot of pieces together. It's going to make things it's going to make it to where things make sense. A lot of times we live in the diaspora and we learn about our history, but the missing part is just the practical emotions of being on the ground in the locations where things happen and where it all started. And that's where we're at. So we're tracing our roots, tracing the pain and the horror, so we can come together stronger, so we can have a stronger future for our children, so we can be refocused, so we can know what's important, so we can make sure, most important, that these traumatic experiences never ever happen again. So family, until next time, once again, you're live on Revolutionary Camp. Keep it strong for more of our history.